Right, so I need to pot up my peppers, so I thought I'd pop to the garden centre to buy some pots to pot up my peppers in. It's just raining a little bit out there. I did so well, I didn't get trapped by any of the half-price tat. I went straight in, knew exactly what I wanted, got those pots and I came straight back out again. Right, let's go home. Hello, no. Hello, my name's Claire and I live in the northeast of England and I have an allotment. See, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying. Right. Go. Hi, my name's Claire and I have an allotment in the northeast of England, and today I'm just going to talk you through what sweet peppers and chillies I'm growing for the allotment this year. So I've split this up into 3 categories. So we've got the sweet peppers, the medium heat, and then the very hot or the blow your head off variety. There are more sweet peppers because we personally like bell peppers, we like having salads with them in. We don't have a lot of spice, so we are growing some, but it's mostly sweet peppers and mild. So the first one in the sweet pepper variety is called a Tangerine Dream, and I thought that just sounded lovely. So the Tangerine Dream, this grow to about 45 centimetres in height, so they're just a bush variety. They're ideal for pots, so if you haven't got a lot of space to grow well in there. They're prolific growers, so you will get a lot of fruit off one small plant. The fruit themselves, the peppers, they grow to approximately 7 centimetres. You can't tell I'm reading this off something, can you? I'm just going to bring it over here. So they grow at approximately 7 centimetres long, and the peppers themselves go from a red to an orange in colour, so they're quite pretty to look at as well. This one stood out to me because, again, we love sweet peppers, and these ones, I'm going to be totally honest with you, we don't start any of our peppers from seeds. I buy mine from a friend of mine. I've known her for about 20 years, and she started off a lot like a lot of us do, just getting a garden or getting an allotment, started growing things and realised she really liked peppers. Unfortunately, she won't do a video with us, so I'm going to have to tell you what she told me on her care and obviously what to do with them if you've never grown peppers before. But the reason I don't grow my own peppers is because I find for the effort that you put in, you don't get a lot back out of them compared to other vegetables. And we don't eat a lot of peppers anyway, so I mean, I've got a lot here. But for me to grow all of these, you've got to think I'll probably start about, 4 or 5 of these off just to make sure I've got them ready for when I need them. So they take up a lot of space, and I find because I know somebody who is just excellent at growing peppers, it makes sense for me to buy them from her. So anyway, back to the peppers themselves. So these ones are classed as a sweet pepper. As you can see, the plants are absolutely brilliant. I've got 2 of the Tangerine Dream to grow. She's also sent me very sneakily, where is it? It's called, what was it again? A Lemon Dream. So she sent me 2 of these Lemon Dreams. And again, they're a bush variety. They'll grow at about 45 centimetres in height. The fruit themselves, so the peppers themselves, are a lemon colour. I'm assuming all chillies and peppers start green and then they turn to the true colour. So these ones turn to a lemon colour. Again, they're great for pots. I'm just going to check me notes. Yes, so green fruits that mature at a bright yellow. Again, all of this is off the old Googly, so if you want to just check it yourself. So they're sweet with a very low heat, so you will get a slight heat with this one. And again, that's just what I like. So you're looking like a bell pepper kind of heat range, which is just enough for me. I do like a spice, but just I wouldn't enjoy just picking one off the plant and just eating it. I wouldn't get any enjoyment off that. Right, the next one is again in the sweet pepper variety. Yep. So this one is called, are you ready? A Dulce de España. No, I can't speak Spanish. So this one is a Spanish heirloom, believe it or not. This one grows a bit taller, so this one's about 1 metre in height. So this one's going to grow a lot taller. Again, it's a very good year that she's been really good at selecting. Again, she's been doing this for years, so she's selected varieties that she's grown. They've grown well, and she gets a lot of fruit off them with very minimum effort. So this one, they go from a green to a bright red, and they're about 20 centimetres long. So these ones are longer. The other 2, their fruit only grows to 7 centimetres, so they're quite small in size. I tried to find something to compare it to, but it's about the size of a mini, what was it, a mini Kit Kat. Can you believe they do a mini Kit Kat? I'm furious. They're small enough as it is. So we've got the Dulce de España. Again, the fruit, it's like a fruity sweet pepper with very little heat. So they they are in my aunt. She gave us another one as well. She's very sneaky. She's supposed to be making money off this, but she keeps putting extras in my order. She gave us one called a Sugar Rush, right? But if you look, it's got Sugar Rush on this side, and then Carolina Reaper on that side, but I'll soon find out which one it is, because obviously they're completely different colours. The Reaper's red and it just looks like it's going to kill us, and the Sugar Rush, I'm sure that's a peach coloured fruit and pepper. Let's have a look. What was it again? Sugar Rush. So they grow at about 5 foot tall if it's a Sugar Rush. In the Chillies will eventually go from green to like a light peach colour, and I've had a look online and they look lovely. And again, a lot of these, most of them actually, I don't think I'll take any of the, most of these will go into terracotta pots and they'll be like ornamental in the garden, and I just think they look really nice because a few of these are really pretty. They've got some lovely chilies on, different colours. So yeah, that's a Sugar Rush. So that one's a peach one. So we've already got quite a few different colours in. So we've got the tangerine, that's like an orange. Then we've got the lemon, obviously yellow. Dulce de España, that's a red. This one is a peach colour. So that is the Sugar Rush. And then we've got, oh, I think we're moving into the deadly ones here. Hang on a minute. Mild. Oh, it says mild, but you know what? It's going to burn your tongue off, isn't it? Mild. It's Padron or Padron. Oh, this one's I found quite interesting actually, because it's this one. If you pick it small enough, it's quite mild and it's quite sweet. So it's called a Padron, and it's, sorry, I've got loads of little black flies, and again, this is an issue I'm going to touch on in a minute. But if you pick them smaller, so it's classed as a Monge 2 chili, and the reason being is the smaller you pick the chilies, the milder they are. So they advise to pick them when they're quite small, because as they get larger they get quite hot to the taste. So the Monge 2 chili. The peppers are usually picked very small, between 4 and 6 centimeters long, as they get hotter, as they get bigger. So they're best to pick before they turn red. Again, I'm going to overlay some photos on here because you don't want to see me read me notes. Yeah. Right, next one. I've got quite a few actually. Again, this is why I couldn't grow them just on my own, because I wouldn't have the space to do it. Next one is Little Elf. Oh, Little Elf. Right, Little Elf is classed as a medium variety, and it's another bush variety. I quite like the bush variety because again, you can put them in a pot and you can use them in the garden. You know, they're not these big long spindly things where you've got to stake them and make sure they're not going to get blown over. They're just a lovely little compact bush. This one again, peppers are only about 2 centimeters in length, so they're being described as like a long fingernail, which is just teeny tiny. And apparently they use them in they'll use them on pizzas, and they also like what's the word? What am I trying to think of? No, I kind of think it's not there. It's gone. It's where they store them in oil. What's the word? You know the way they're shouting it at us, aren't you? It's where they're stored in oil and keep it. Well, I can't think of the word. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, that's what they do with Little Elf. The Little Elf, the Chillies, are like all different colours. So I'm sure there's like a yellow, a red and a green, and they're just all different colours. And they look a bit like, you know, like Christmas lights, old-fashioned Christmas lights. And I thought that looked really pretty. Now we'll go on to Little Beak. So these blooming flies everywhere. These ones, they're a medium heat. Medium heat. So the next one is, move that out of the way, I need a cuppa. Right, the next one is the Little Beak, and it's a bush variety. It's called the Little Beak because the chilies resemble a little bird's head with a beak on the end. But I think they also look like, you know, those old-fashioned Christmas lights or baubles. So the little red chilies are very small, 2 centimeters, and they're used on pizzas. They can them in oil, so they're preserved. That's the word, I couldn't think of it before. They're preserved. So they're preserved in oil and herbs, and they're like just eaten as a little snack. But again, the look of the chili is different. So we've got quite different styles of chili. We've got some quite long flat, we've got some long thin, we've got some little pointed ones, we've got these ones which are all different colours. The Little Elf, so the little bird is just all red, and you've got like the little teardrop shape, which I thought looked really nice. So that is a medium heat. Right, now we are on to Oh, Fugo, which is like mega hot. Nah, this will just be in the garden. And this was off, this one wasn't off Kerry, my friend, this was off Jimmy up the allotment. So this is just, again, I haven't actually grown any of these. This one was a gift. So this is Fugo, which translates to fire. On the Scoville scale, it's between 2,500 to 5,000. Oh, I'm like under 1,000. Me, I swear. That's where I'm happy. That's where I live. And it's a cayenne pepper. They grow to approximately 80 centimeters. So again, this is a larger one. I'm going to have to stake. The chilies are approximately 15 centimeters in length. So again, they're a longer, what you'd expect a chili to look like. They're long and thin. The chilies start green. They're mature, in their own words, to a fiery red. I'll not be touching that. If I get drunk, I might, but I don't get drunk, so I'll probably never ever try that. I'll just see if I can pass it on to someone else. But again, I just like the way they look in a pot. They look really nice. Right, next one, oh God, is called Fatili. Or is it Fatali? Like fatally dead if you eat this chili. Actually, yeah, Fatali. Alright, I haven't got any info on this one, but I'm assuming it's going to knock your socks off. Anyone know anything about Fatali? Let me know. I won't be eating it, but let me know. So the last ones are called de Cayenne. I'm sure he means cayenne or cayenne. So I've got two of these ones. A lot of them I have got duplicates. So I've got two of the de Cayenne. We'll just call them cayenne. And these are the typical chili that you'll find in your, like on your pizza and your takeaway, that kind of thing. Just the green and red sliced up. And that's those two there. They grow to about 4 feet tall, and I think it was 15 centimeters long. So they're the long, spicy chilies that will not be going anywhere near my face. So these four here, no, actually there's probably this whole tray. This whole tray, no thank you. This one, yes thank you. I'm really looking forward to, if that is a sugar rush and not a Carolina Reaper, I'm really hoping it is a sugar rush. But just look at it. And when somebody does such a good job like that, why would I even try to grow it myself? You know, I mean, there's one of the tangerine dreams. Are absolutely lovely. They're so healthy. And one of the tips she gave is, again, this may be common knowledge to you lot, but I didn't know that the best way to water chilies was like from the bottom up. And the reason is, you can see them flying around at the minute. We've got loads of little black fly at the minute. And what they're attracted to is this damp soil on the top. So what I'm going to do, I've just been speaking to Kerry about it. It says, firstly, what you need to do, obviously water from the bottom. Even if you're doing a feed, water from the bottom. Then what you need to do is just let it dry off. Make sure there's no damp soil on the top. If you have, just get a sprinkling of dry compost. Put it on the top, so basically it's a smell of the wet compost. They can smell it and they'll find it and hunt it out. Put the dry compost on the top. Then what you need to do, if you have, get some food bags, put them on the bottom and use a little elastic band just to secure it on, so they can't smell it underneath, because that is what they're attracted to. And at the minute, obviously they've got the damp soil underneath, so they're getting in underneath, and they've got the damp soil on the top. So what I'll do is, they don't need watering. That's another tip, just don't over water them. So I got these last Friday off Kerry, and she hadn't watered them for, I think it was about a week, and she said they probably won't need watering. So when was it? I think it was on Monday. I put them in a dish, just filled the dish like about 2 inches high with water, left them in until I could see a difference in the weight. And obviously they've been like that, and look, they're so happy. Normally I would just go overboard and I would be pouring water over the top, so it would be everywhere. So they're probably not as bad as they normally would be for me. But yeah, that's a top tip. Just water them from the bottom. If you can, cover the bottom so they can't smell the wet soil underneath, and just cover the top with something. If you've got vermiculite, if you've got some more compost, just pop it on top, and it'll just stop them being able to smell that wet compost. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you to Kerry. She's not sponsoring this video, but she has supplied us with these beautiful pepper plants. So I always buy mine. And if you haven't got any pepper plants yet, there are quite a few garden centres that are selling them at the minute. So if you have tried to grow them and they didn't work, if they didn't succeed, you've still got plenty of time to go out and buy some. I've seen quite a few in the local garden centres, and you'll be surprised how many people on social media do this kind of thing for a living and grow plants like this, because it is really difficult for someone like myself to grow, how many varieties? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 different varieties of peppers here. For me to start this off, you're talking at least 4 or 5 of that variety. That's a lot of space. I haven't got a lot of space to grow this, so you'll find a lot of people will specialise in growing these things. You can buy them off eBay as well. I've seen them all over the place. So if you haven't got any peppers, if you've seen any here that you like the look of, if I have done a good enough job of describing them to you, which I doubt it, but if you think, oh yeah, I like the sound of that, then you still have got plenty of time to go out and buy them. Obviously, probably not if you're going to grow them from seed, because they do take a long time. We have got bell peppers and chili peppers that I started from seed. I just used them from bought seeds from the supermarket, and they are in the greenhouse. They've been hardened off and they've been up there for about 4, maybe 6 weeks now, so they are doing really well up there. So you can do it, and you know, it is possible, but the amount of effort that you put in, you know, I find it easier to support a local business and to just have a little look through and see what I want to buy, because I don't know what half of these are going to taste like, and it's a big investment to grow hundreds of seeds when you don't know what they're going to be like. You don't know if you're going to like them. So that's one of the reasons I do it. And I know a lot of people are suffering at the minute because we've had beautiful weather. They've put a lot of plants into their greenhouses and it's just been rubbish. It's gone really cold all of a sudden. So don't be disheartened if you haven't got your peppers yet. There's loads of places that are selling them. You know, your large garden centres are selling them. You probably have neighbours on the plot that are selling them. Jimmy, bless him, he's given us some here. If I asked him, he'd probably have some more. So don't be disheartened if you haven't got any. Just have a look. You'd be surprised how many people that might want to help you out if you've got anyone who you know who are selling them. I'm rabbiting on now. So I'm going to leave it at this, and thank you for tuning in today. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. We're just a new channel, and it's not a how-to videos that I do, it's just really just my allotment. But today I just thought it'd be nice for you to see what we're growing, how I got hold of these plants, that you don't necessarily have to grow everything from seed. You know, sometimes you can. So, you know, there's someone out there who can do better than me. But I would look forward to seeing you on the next video.